Kong Te Nao.
I'm good.
Good. Good. Wow, that's a very beautiful picture behind you, Harling.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, is it a flower? Is it some flower?
Yes, it's a
And
flower.
her room is very nice too.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's a very beautiful flower. What can I see? Flower and can I see butterfly? Is there a butterfly there?
Yes.
Okay.
Two butterflies.
Right. Oh, two butterflies. Now I can see. Okay. Looks great. Very beautiful. Very nice picture. Okay. So Haling is here. Ming Tam. Xin Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Ming Tam?
I'm good.
Good. Nice to see you. And Bao Lang. Bao Lang.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Bao Lang?
I'm doing good.
It's great. Have you had any tests this week, Bao Lang?
No.
No tests. None. Okay. What about you, Haling? Have you had any exam this week?
I done all of this.
Okay. How did you go? How was it?
Everything is great, but my English, I don't think is good.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Why not? Your English speaking to me is fine.
But the problem is my vocabularies and my grammar.
Ah, okay. Okay. Who else? Chang Hu. Chang Hu, Chagon.
Yeah, teacher.
How are you, Chang Hu?
Oh, fine, thanks.
Good. And Kang Ewan. Xin Chao, Kang Ewan. Xin Chao. How are you, Kang Ewan?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. And what Kang Ewan, what is the picture on your wall behind you?
It's my picture of my younger sister.
Yeah. What is it? I can't see from here. What is it?
It's the picture of my younger sister.
Oh, it is your younger sister. Oh, I see. Is it a photo?
Yeah, it's a
Okay. I can't see very clearly. Okay. I thought it was a painting. Okay. Thank you, Kang Ewan. Okay. All right, everyone. We will just wait a minute or so to see if anyone else is going to join us. Okay. Neil. Why does it say Neil? Neil.
Oh, it's me.
It's you. Did you change?
It's my nickname.
Is it your nickname?
Yeah, I will change it.
It's your nickname. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Jia Ming.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Jia Ming?
Great. Thank you.
Good. Okay, Leon. Okay. So your nickname is your name spelt backwards, Leon.
Oh, yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Very creative. Okay, that's great. All right, everyone. We have enough people here, so we will start the class. Before I start, I will just say how much I'm looking forward to seeing you all face to face next week. I will be in Hanoi next weekend. So looking forward to seeing you all again face to face. And I think it will make our lessons easier and we can get more done when it's face to face instead of doing it online. So as always, very excited and looking forward to seeing you. And also I'm looking forward to being warm again. Mrs. Ha was telling me it's warm today in Hanoi. Leon, what is the temperature in Hanoi today about? What do you think?
Let me check.
Okay, thank you.
It's 33.
33. Wow,
Yeah,
that's great.
Hot.
Getting hot. Okay, but I'm looking forward to that. Okay, here where I am now is only 5. So that's why I'm wearing have to wear the jersey. Okay, so looking forward to the hot weather and of course looking forward to seeing all of you again. So what we're going to do for the lesson today, everybody, is we are going to finish off the writing task 1. Writing task 1 that we started on last week, and we're also going to be practicing speaking part 3. So last time when we had the lesson, we were practicing speaking part 2, which is the longer talk, where you have to talk for 2 minutes. Speaking part 3 is where I ask you questions and you have to give an opinion about something. What do you think of something? And the answers to part 3 questions are much longer than part 1 questions. Part 1 questions, you answer only 2 or 3 sentences. Part 3 questions, more, maybe 7 or 8 sentences, much more. You are giving an opinion. Oh, Mrs. Ha. Mrs. Ha.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Is Ming Nok coming today?
Yes.
She should be coming.
Okay.
Oh.
I do.
Okay, not sure.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, just checking before I start the lesson, just to see if she is coming. Okay, everyone, before we start, does anyone have any questions? Any questions for me? Okay. All right. So I'm sharing the screen with you now. So what I want you to do now is finish writing task 1, which we started last week. Okay. So, for example, Ba Lang, I can see you've started on the overview paragraph. So everyone, remember the overview paragraph, you are looking at the main features of this table. What are the maybe the 2 or 3 main changes? So you are only writing 2 or 3 sentences, no more than 3 sentences for this, okay, for the overview. And then remember, you are writing 2 detail paragraphs. Now, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you a model answer, which will remind you what to do. So I'll show you that first. Okay, Harling,
Yes.
can you read the first sentence for me, please?
The table shows data about the number of people living in New Zealand between 2021 and 2022.
Okay, perfect reading. Thank you, Harling. So everyone, just in case you've forgotten, remember this, okay, is a paraphrase of this. Whoops, is a paraphrase of this, which is the title of the table. Okay, just a reminder, so your first paragraph for a task 1 answer is always a paraphrase of the title here. Ming Tam,
Yes.
instead of saying gives information, what paraphrase have I used in my answer? So you can see here, it says gives information, okay?
Yep.
What paraphrase have I used in my answer down here instead of gives information?
Data.
Sorry, Ming Tam?
Yes.
Yeah, what paraphrase have I used? Instead of gives information, what have I said?
Data.
Sorry, shows data, okay? Shows data. Instead of saying gives information, I've said shows data. I'm just reviewing this with all of you to remind you, being that it's been a week since we last did this. Okay, Bao Lang.
Yes.
Instead of saying population of New Zealand, what have I said?
The number of people.
Correct. The number of people living in New Zealand. Remember, everyone, number of people and population mean exactly the same thing. So that is my paraphrase. So this is my paraphrase paragraph. This is my overview paragraph. You can see I have started it with "it can be clearly seen." Chung Hugh.
Yeah, teacher.
Chung Hugh, what is the other way I can start this overview paragraph? What word can I use?
The paragraph.
Yeah. The overview paragraph, I
Oh.
can start it two ways. I can say it can be clearly seen, or what is the other way I can start this paragraph?
As we can see.
Not as we can see, no, it can be clearly seen, okay, is the way. But there is another way, a different word. Chung Hugh, can you remember it? What this word is? Okay, not sure. Kang Ewan,
Yes,
what is the word? What is the other
it's-
way?
is overall.
Overall. Okay, very good. Thank you, Kang Ewan. Overall, Chung Hugh. Okay, overall. It can be clearly seen, or overall. These are the two ways you start the paragraph. Okay, and you can see this is my overview paragraph. All right. And I have said, actually, what have I said? Jiaming,
Yes.
can you read the overview paragraph for me, please?
Yes. It can be clearly seen that while the total population grew slightly, there was a small decrease in younger age group, but an increase in older age group. However, there are still more younger people than older people in New Zealand.
Okay, thank you, Jiaming. Okay, so you can see, everyone, there was a small decrease here in younger age groups, but an increase in older age groups, that is people over the age of 40. And the other thing that I noticed that I thought I should mention in the overview paragraph is that even though the population over 40 grew and the population under 40 shrank or got smaller, there are still a lot more younger people than older people in New Zealand. And of course, you can see all you have to do to find that out is add these numbers together. Okay, so you can see there are still many more people under 40 in New Zealand than there are over 40. So that is my overview paragraph. Leon,
Yes.
can you please read body paragraph? Okay, my first detail paragraph, please.
Sorry.
Can you please read detail paragraph number 1, which is this one?
The 15 and 39 age group had more people than any others group. 1 million
Yes.
574
thousand. 1,574,102. That's how you read it. 1,574,102. Okay, keep going, Liam. Keep going.
And people under 40 made up a biggest proportion
Good.
of the population in 2022, but both the under 15 and the 15 to 39 age groups shock a little, a decrease of 0.2% over the given period.
Good. Okay, good reading, Leon. Okay, so just a couple of words here. I will just check with everyone. So proportion, okay, is a synonym which just means amount. Means the same thing as amount. So people under 40 make up the biggest proportion or amount of the population in 2022. When you are talking about graphs and tables, you often use this word to describe the size of something. Instead of saying amount, you use the word proportion. Proportion means the same thing. Okay, this is a word, a new word we learned last week, frank, which is past tense of the word shrink. Shrink is present tense, frank is past tense. Mình knock, chào con, mình knock. Where is she? She was there a moment ago. Maybe she's lost her connection. Harling, Harling.
Yes.
Can you remember, what does the word shrink mean? Can you remember?
It's get smaller.
Get smaller. Thank you. Get smaller. So shrink, everyone, a useful word, just means to get smaller. Shrink. And the past tense of it is shrank. So past tense is what we use for these part 1 questions. So that's why I'm using a past tense word. Okay. Thank you. Ming Tam.
Yes.
Can you please read this paragraph? Okay, the final paragraph.
In contrast, people over 40 makes up a smaller proportion of the population, but show an increase in numbers. The 64 age group had an increase
Of 0.6% is how you read that. Can you say that, Meng Tam? 0.6%.
0.6%, and the 65 group shows the biggest increase with 4.
4.0. 4.0.
Yes, 4.0%. However, the 65 group has the least people of all the groups.
Good. Okay. So the only thing you missed out is this here, Meng Tam, plus 65 plus. When you see this sign, 65 plus, it just means people who are 65 or older. 65 plus is how you pronounce it. 65 plus. Okay, good. So you can see these are the details that I have used in my answer. And to make it easy, all I have done is one paragraph looking at people under 40. So what has happened to people under 40? Okay, and then one paragraph looking at people over 40. You will also notice, I hope you remember, in my overview paragraph, no numbers. You can see I didn't use any numbers. I just described what happened. Here, in these paragraphs, is where you use the numbers. You will see the way I have started this paragraph. In contrast. In contrast. There is another way I can start this paragraph. Where is Meng Nok? Meng Nok. Chào con.
Yes, hello, teacher.
Hi, Meng Nok. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great.
Good, good. Sorry, can you hear me okay, Meng Nok? Or is your internet connection not good?
My internet connection is not too good, so
Okay.
sometimes I can't hear it clearly.
Okay, Meng Nok. All right. I hope you can hear clearly for the rest of the lesson. So, Meng Nok, you can see here I've started this paragraph with the words in contrast. Okay?
Yes.
There is another word I could have used instead of contrast. Do you know what it is, Meng Nok? It also begins with C, also begins with the letter C.
I'm not sure. I think it's contrary to.
Not contrary to. Okay, not that doesn't work for this paragraph. Okay. Harling.
Yes.
Instead of saying in contrast, there is another word I can use. The other word begins with the letters C-O-M. Do you know what it is?
Compare.
Very close. In comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, has to be that form of the word. So you can say in contrast or in comparison. And comparison is a form of the word compare, as Harling just said. So you are just comparing the two different age groups. Okay, so now I've shown you the model answer. I'm going to take it away because I want you to write your own answer for me. Okay, now I've shown you what to do. Okay, so I think all of you have already done the paraphrase paragraph. So you have to finish doing your overview paragraph, and then you need to write 2 detail paragraphs. And like I was saying before, the easiest way with a graph like this is to divide it in half. Okay, so detail paragraph number 1 is about what has happened to people under 40. Detail paragraph number 2, what has happened to people over 40. Are there any questions about that? Okay, I'm going to share the link with you now. And while you are doing this, I will come around and make suggestions. And I'm just getting my chat menu up. Okay, everyone, so can you please go into the document now and finish your answer to writing task 1. Bao Lang, do you have any questions for me about this?
No.
Okay, good. Ming Tam, do you have any question for me about this?
No.
Okay, good. So anyone, if you have any question, please ask me. Otherwise, please complete your answer. Ming Nok, I know you missed the beginning of the lesson. After we finish this, Ming Nok, we will be looking at part 3 of the speaking test for the rest of the lesson. Okay, Ming Nok.
Yes.
Okay, Ming Nok, I'm just looking at your overview. Okay, just one correction, Ming Nok. Okay, this is a noun. Okay, groups. So remember, any nouns or noun phrases, they need an article in front of them. Okay.
Ah.
Okay, so in this case, the article is this. All right.
Ah.
Okay, so anytime you see a noun or noun phrase, you should have an article in front of it. Can you remember the names of the 3 articles, Ming Nok?
I can hear the question. Can you repeat it?
Sure. Can you remember the names of the 3 articles, Ming Nok?
Yes, is a, an, and the.
Correct. A, an, and the. Okay, very good, Ming Nok. Okay, so again, any noun or noun phrase, you need an article in front of it.
Yes.
Okay, so that's fine, Ming Nok. So please start on your first detail paragraph, Ming Nok.
Teacher, I find it kind of confused to start the first detailed paragraph.
Ah, Okay, so what you need to be doing, as I was saying before, can you see it okay, by the way, Mingnok? You want me to make it bigger?
Yes, I see it. I use phone, so I see clearly.
Oh, okay, you're looking at your phone. Okay, very hard for you, Mingnok. I'm sorry. Okay, so what I was saying before is because this table, okay, it has 4 groups on it, 4 groups, it's easiest to divide it in half. So 2 groups for each paragraph. Does that make sense, Mingnok?
Ah, yes.
Okay, 2 groups. So the 2 groups are people who are aged under 40. Okay, that is group 1. And the second group is what, Mingnok? What is the second group?
Under, so they are over 40.
Correct. Okay, so we have 2 groups. Okay, people who are aged under 40, which is all these people, and people who are aged over 40. So all you need to do is describe what has happened to people under 40 in detail paragraph 1. Okay?
Ah, yes.
Okay. So you will start your paragraph by saying something like, the 15 to 39 age group, okay, declined or went down or decreased by how much, Mingnok?
They decreased by 0.2%.
Is correct. Okay, so that's how you start. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understood it.
Okay, so you're just describing what happened to that group. And then in the second paragraph, you describe what happened to the next group. Okay? Okay, that's good, Bao Lan. Okay, that's fine. You started correctly. By the way, everyone, there is several different ways you can do this. Okay, so if you are not writing down the same as what everyone else is, it doesn't matter as long as you are writing it correctly, as long as you are reading the table correctly and writing about it. So your words could be different from someone else's words, but that doesn't matter as long as you still have the same idea. Harling.
Yes.
Okay. What word is missing here, Harling, between 39 and groups? What word should you have?
2, I think.
No, but in here, Harling, between 39 and groups, what sort of groups are they? What are they? Groups of what?
H.
Yes, good. Need to have age there. Need to have age. Okay, Kang Ewan, would you like us? Do you need some suggestion, Kang Ewan?
No,
You are okay?
yes, I'm okay.
Okay, good. Ming Tam.
Yes.
Okay, Mingtam, just two quick corrections. Okay, first one is you don't need this, all right? So it decreased from 2021, not 2021, 2022, okay? You're just looking at a single year each time in the table. Okay, not 2 years together. So doing that. Okay, and the second one here in English, Mingtam, okay, this needs to be point. Okay, not a comma. Okay,
Yes.
so it needs to be that. Okay, Mingtam.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I know in Vietnamese it can be different sometimes, but in English you need to have that point.
Yes.
Okay, any other questions, Mingtam? Do you need any suggestions?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. Please keep writing. Okay, Chang Hu.
Yeah.
Okay, same for you, Chang Hu. You don't need 2022 here, okay? It just decreased a little from 2021. All right, so don't need that. And again, same for you, Chang Hu. In English, Chang Hu, this must be point, okay, like that. Can you see, Chang Hu?
Yeah.
Okay, must be a point, not a comma in English. Must use point. Thank you, Chang Hu. Do you need any other help, Chang Hu?
I think no.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, Leon.
Yes.
Let's have a look. What have you got? Although the 15 to 39 age group shrank a little, okay, went down. Okay, needs to be this word here. Leon?
Yes.
Not went, going. Needs to be going to make sense in this sentence.
Okay.
Okay, or you could have had went down by. Either one is correct. Okay, you can do this two ways. All right, but I have used going. Between 2021, how do you spell and, Leon?
Oh, it's A-N-D. Sorry.
Correct. Okay, and you don't need this, Leon. Okay, because you've already talked about between 2021 and 2022. Okay, so you've already mentioned the 2 years, so don't need to say it again. So I can take that out. Okay, please keep going, Leon. Xiaoming.
Yes.
Okay, so just looking at your detail paragraph, Xiaoming, okay, you don't need this, okay, from.
Yeah.
And don't need this, actually. Firstly, the 15 to 39 age group shrank a little, okay?
Yes.
And then, and people under 40 decreased by, yeah, and same for you. This needs to be a point in English, Xiaoming.
Yeah.
Okay, not a comma. In English, need to make it 0.2.
Okay.
Okay. Do you need any other help, Xiaoming? Or are you okay?
I'm okay with it.
Okay, good. All right, everyone, please keep writing. We will do this for 10 more minutes. All right, 10 more minutes. Should be plenty of time to finish. Remember, you're just writing 2 detail paragraphs. So remember, all you are doing, detail paragraph number 1, you are just describing what has happened to people under 40. Detail paragraph number 2, you are describing what has happened to people over 40. Okay, Ming Nok, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Ming Nok. Okay, first correction. Okay, so I said before about 0.2%. You use the point only when you're talking about percentages. Okay.
Yes.
When you're not talking about percentages, you do use the comma. All right, like this. Okay.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So yeah, so only use the point when you're talking about percentage.
Okay.
Okay, so I can change these back to the comma. All right, and I will just change some of your language, Ming Nok, okay? Can you see what I'm typing, Ming Nok? Okay, can you guess the word I'm going to type?
Is the same happen?
Yes. Okay, that is better English. The same happened to the 15 to 39 group. It decreased more than 3,000. Okay, and you need another preposition here. Do you know what preposition goes here, Ming Nok?
Is by. I think it's by.
Correct. Correct, Ming Nok. Good. Good. Keep going, Ming Nok. That's good.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, actually, sorry, Ming Nok again.
Yes.
Sorry, I've just seen what you've just written. I will, while I'm here, I will just correct this. Okay, so 40 plus. You need a word here, Ming Nok. What is it?
Age group.
Correct. You see age. Okay. It didn't seem to grow. It did grow. Okay. Seem. Using the word seem means you are not sure.
Oh.
Okay. But looking at the figures, you can see it did happen. All right. So you are sure. Okay. So you don't need to use the word seemed. You only use the word like seemed if you are not sure about something. But you can see from the figures that it is true. So you don't need to use the word seemed. Okay. And stronger is not the correct adjective. Okay. You know what stronger means, Ming Nok?
I think it's about muscle.
Yes, correct. Okay, so there is nothing about muscle in this table. Okay, so you can't use stronger. Okay, what word can you use, Ming Nok?
I guess something significantly or considerably.
Yeah, but not stronger. Not stronger. Okay, so
yes,
we don't want stronger. Okay, so what word? Yeah, what word can you use instead of stronger? It grew what? Grew.
I think I use it noticeably.
Yeah, that's the adverb. Grew noticeably what? Grew noticeably grew noticeably what? In contrast, 40 plus age groups grew noticeably. You could say, you could just leave it at noticeably, or you could say noticeably bigger. All right, does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ming Nok. Keep going.
Yes, thank you.
Bao lang, oi. Bao lang.
Yes.
Okay, this word here you have used. Gently is not quite the right adverb for this. Okay, gently means softly. Okay, and the figures didn't fall softly or gently. Okay, they fell slightly or fell a little. Okay, does that make sense, Bao Lang?
Yes.
Okay, gently is not a word you can use in to describe what is happening in tables or graphs. Okay, it doesn't quite fit. It's not quite a synonym for slightly or a little. All right, so you just have to use slightly or a little. So I'm glad you know the word, Bao Lang, but it's not quite right for this exercise. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I just need to change that, and you don't need to say down. Okay. In this sort of sentence, you don't need down. Fell is enough. You don't need to say fell down. All right. But your next sentence is great. Thank you, Bao Lang. Okay, Harling, that's fine. You're doing okay, Harling. Almost finished. Kang Ewan. Kang Ewan.
Yes.
Okay, this is the way you write this in. You should write this correctly, Kang Ewan. You need to write the words in this order. Okay?
Yeah.
And then I can take out all of this. Okay, so usually in English, you have the number first, okay, then the description of what the number is telling you. So, like here, 15 to 39 age group, under 15 age group. Okay, not the age group which was under 15. Okay?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Keep going. Ming Tam.
Yes.
Okay. I just need to change the form of this word, Ming, to this. Okay? Needs to be similarly. Similarly, okay? Just a different form of the word. Okay. Thank you, Mingtam. Keep going. Chung Hu. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember it past tense, Chung Hu. Okay. So this one should be what word? Not is. What word, Chung Hu? Past tense.
What's the same?
Yes. Okay. Was. Okay. And careful of this figure. The 40 to 60 age group increased a little by how much, Chung Hu? Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be not this. This figure is wrong, Chung Hu. What should it be? Look at the table.
Increase rapidly.
Yeah, it increased. Okay. So the 40, remember, so this should be 40 to 64. This one here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And increased a little by how much? Can you see on the table?
By 0, 0.4, I guess.
I can't see 0.4 anywhere on the table, Chung Hu. What can you see in the 40 to 64 line? How much did it increase by?
Oh, 0.6.
Correct. 0.6. 0.6 you can see in the line, okay? So just be careful with the figures. Okay, Leon, have you finished?
I think so.
Okay, let's have a look, Leon. I'll just look at your last paragraph. In contrast, inhabitants over 40 made up a similar proportion than the people under 40, but showed an increase in numbers, okay? Don't need to say it, but showed an increase in numbers. The 40 to 64 age group, okay, needs to be past tense. Leon, what should this word be?
Went.
Correct. Okay. The 65 plus age group still has the smallest people of all the groups. Okay, Leon, the way you have written it, it makes them all sound like they are very little people, Leon. Okay, which is not correct. You said the 61st group still has the smallest people of all the groups. Okay, which is not correct. You need another couple of words here. Leon, do you know what they are?
List.
First one is this word. Okay, Leon? Okay, the 65 plus group still has the smallest number of people. Okay, need to have number of people, not the smallest people. Otherwise, it sounds like all the people who are over 65 are all really little people. Okay, which is not correct. Need to have the smallest number of people. But the rest of that is fine, Leon. Good. Okay, you can have a rest for a moment. Okay, Zhaming.
I'm here.
Okay, Zhaming. Okay, how do you spell this word, Zhaming? In contrast. In contrast. Like this. Needs an S.
Oh.
In contrast, not contract.
Oh.
Is a different word.
Yeah, yeah.
In contrast. Okay. People, and you need to have the prepositions,
Yes.
Xiaoming. People in the.
Okay.
Okay, went up. Okay. And oh, you've done it correctly here. And the 65 plus group rose. Okay. And this preposition is not correct. Not to, Xiaoming. What should it be? Not to.
By.
Correct. By. That's good.
Yes.
Okay, that's good, Xiaoming. The rest of that is fine.
Thank you.
Okay, Xiaoming, you can have a rest. Leon, you have finished. That's fine. Okay. Kang Hu, just remember this should be another paragraph here. Kang Hu, need to have another paragraph. Okay, who hasn't finished yet? Okay, and just remember Ming Tam.
Yes.
Remember how to write this? How do I write this, Ming Tam? What is wrong with this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this should be 4.0%.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ming Tam. You have finished now. Okay. Kang Ewan.
Yes.
Okay, need another few words just here, Kang Ewan. In comparison, the what, Kang Ewan?
The number of people.
Correct. Number. Okay, need to have that. The number of people over 40 went up. Okay. We don't know if they went up rapidly, Kang Ewan. That's the other thing. This table doesn't tell us the speed of change. Okay, so all you need to say is they went up. Okay, we don't know how fast or how slow it went up. All we know is it went up. Okay. So remember, a word like rapidly refers to the speed of change, not the amount of change. Does that make sense, Kang Ewan?
Yes.
Okay, so in a table, you can't tell how fast or slow something happened. You can only say how much something happened. All right, where are we? Ha-Ling. Ha-Ling.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine, Ha-Ling. That's fine. Okay, you can relax, Ha-Ling. That's good.
Thank you.
Bao Lang.
Yes.
Okay, just one change I will make. Past tense, Bao Lang. So what should this be? Past tense.
Yes. Had.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Had the biggest change of all age groups. Okay, that's good. You're almost finished, Bao Lang. Just one more number. Here. And you are finished. And Ming Nok.
Yes.
Okay, what I said before about articles, Ming Nok.
I forgot about.
Da, 40 plus. Age groups grew noticeably bigger. Okay, not in, Ming Nok. Word begins with B. They were not in the age of 40 to 64. They were what, Ming Nok?
Between.
Correct. Very good. They were between. Okay, don't need to say age. not by, should be of. And us are here. All right, I'm going to type one more word. Do you know what it is?
Which groups? I think so.
Correct. Okay, now that sentence is correct. Okay, Ming Nok?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. All right, we'll stop here, everyone. Okay, that's good. Okay, you all did pretty well on that. Okay, so that is how to do a table. How to do a table. So again, just to very quickly summarize, and I will go back to this one again before we get on to our speaking. All right, paragraph number 1 is your paraphrase paragraph, and you are paraphrasing this title. All right, you do this for all task 1 essays, whether they are a table, a graph, a chart, a map. Okay, your first paragraph is always this. Paragraph number 2 is your overview paragraph. It can be clearly seen, or overall. Okay, and then you are just looking at the 2 or 3 biggest changes, the biggest changes. All right, no figures. Remember, no figures in this. And then detail paragraph number 1. Okay, in this table, it was easy to divide it into 2 groups. Okay, so detail paragraph number 1, you just look at what happens to under 40. Detail paragraph number 2, what happens to over 40. Usually in these sorts of tests, it will be easy to divide it up. Okay, if you look at the table carefully, or the chart or the graph, you will see a way of dividing it into 2. So you can do 2 detail paragraphs. Okay, it shouldn't be too hard. Any graph or table or chart they give you for this test, you should be able to divide it into 2. You just have to look carefully how you can do it. Okay, are there any questions? All right. Rest of the lesson, everyone, is speaking. Okay. All right, Leon.
Yes.
Okay, so we're looking at speaking task 3, okay? Can you please read what I have highlighted?
Need to give longer answers. Questions are more difficult, and you need to give an opinion.
Okay, good. All right, so this is the thing to remember for speaking part 3. Your answer must be longer than the ones you did in part 1. Part 1 questions, they just usually ask you about some fact about your life. For example, where do you live? Leon, where do you live?
Sorry.
Where do you, a part 1 question would be something like this, Leon. Where do you live? Where do you live?
I live in Hanoi. The
Correct.
capital.
How old are you? Yep. How old are you, Leon?
I'm 16.
Good. Okay. So those are typical part 1 questions. They are facts. Okay, but part 3 questions are about opinions. Opinions. For example, Leon, I'll ask you again. Leon,
Yes.
let me see. Do you think that what's an opinion question? Do you think that young people spend too much time on the internet?
Yes, I think the young people spend almost the time in the internet because
Good. Thank you, Leon. So that is thank you. That's enough, Leon. So that is the difference between a part 1 and a part 3 question, okay? A part 3 question will always ask you what you think about something. And you need to answer maybe 6, 7, 8 sentences, okay? An answer of just 1 or 2 sentences is not good enough. This gives you the chance to show your vocabulary, okay? And also to show how well you can think. But it's more a chance for you to show your vocabulary. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to, very quickly, I'm going to share a YouTube video with you of someone answering a part 3 question, just to give you an idea of what a part 3 answer should sound like. Okay, Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Can you see the video? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, everyone, I'm going to play this student's answer to this question. Can you read the question for me, please? Bao Lang.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, can you read the question on the screen for me, please?
Why do some people prefer to visit a big city on a holidays?
Okay, this is why do some people want to go to a city on holiday, maybe instead of the country. Okay, so this is a part 3 question. So let's listen to her answer.
Say city as opposed to a town or probably a countryside, then I think a lot of people, they prefer a crowded city because there are many things to do probably. They can go for a movie, they can shop a lot. So a lot of people, like personally, I know my husband prefers a city over places which are full of nature, and I'm the opposite. And the reason for that is that, for example, he loves London, so he can go and watch as many shows he likes. He can watch a movie and then he can move around and shop a lot. So I think that's why probably people prefer cities.
Okay, everyone, so I hope you heard, all right, that her answer was maybe 5, 6 sentences long. Okay, she gave examples, okay, of what she and her husband do in cities, okay? And she talked for maybe 20, 25 seconds, all right? So that is the sort of answer you need to give for a part 3 question. So what I'm going to do now for the rest of the lesson, I'm going to ask each of you some part 3 questions. Once I've opened my book, okay, Ha Ling, I'm going to start with you, okay?
Yes.
All right, going to go Ha Ling, Ming Tam, Bao Lang, and Kang Uan. Okay, you are the first 4. Okay, so this is a part 3 question, okay, Ha Ling? So you need to give me a longer answer, all right? So here's the question, Ha Ling. What types of home are popular in Vietnam?
Can I have some time to make up my mind?
You cannot. No. Remember, this is the test. You cannot. You have to say straight away. Do you understand the question, first of all, Ha Ling? Do you understand the question or not?
I understand it, but
Okay, you have to give your opinion straight away. By the way, everyone, if this happens in a test and you don't understand the question or you don't understand a word, you can ask the examiner to explain it to you. Okay, you can say, please paraphrase that for me, or I don't understand what you mean by type of house. What do you mean by type of house? Okay, and they will explain that to you. So anytime you are not sure of the question or you don't understand something, you are allowed to ask. Okay, and it doesn't cost you any marks. You are allowed to ask. Ha Ling, are you ready? So what types of home, Ha Ling, are most popular in your country?
I think in my countries it have two type of house. It's popular. It's ground house and apartment. Ground house is
Yeah, this is good, Ha Ling. You are right. You are on the right track, Ha Ling. Okay. All right. What and then you need to say why would a house be popular? Why do some people like houses?
Can you speak again?
Okay, so the next part of your answer, Ha Ling, you would have to say some people like houses because, but other people prefer apartments because. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Ming Tam.
Yes.
Okay. What are the advantages, Ming Tam? So you heard Ha Ling, she said people in Vietnam like to live in either houses or apartments. What are some of the advantages of living in a house, Ming Tam?
Con có hiểu câu hỏi của thầy không đã?
Chưa hiểu lắm.
Advantage là gì? Advantages là gì? Là những cái thuận tiện. Disadvantages là những cái bất tiện khi mà ở trong ngôi nhà như thế nào? Bởi vì Hà Linh đang nói là gì, là ở mọi người Việt Nam thì thích ở trong các cái nhà hơn là thích ở căn hộ á. Chưa? Ok. Thế bây giờ tiếp đi.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ha. And remember, everyone, meantime, if there is a word you are not sure what it means, please ask me. Okay, you are allowed to ask. Okay. All right, Ming Tam, what are some of the advantages of living in a house instead of an apartment?
Living in your house.
Con ý muốn nói cái gì nào? Trong đầu nghĩ ra cái ý gì đã, nói sai cũng được thì thầy sẽ sửa. Ý mình muốn nói gì nào?
Chưa lót kịp.
Chưa lót kịp hả? Okay.
Okay, not sure. Okay, Bao Lang, are you ready to go? Bao Lang.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think, Bao Lang, that everyone would like to live in a bigger house? Do you think?
Can you repeat the question? My internet is unstable.
Sure. Do you think everyone would like to live in a bigger house?
Yes, of course. I think most people really like to live in a bigger house because in Vietnam is normally is usually small house or apartment, so children need more space to play or do more activities.
Okay, good answer, Bao Lang. So hopefully all of you heard what Bao Lang did. Okay, she answered the question and she gave some reasons why she thought people would like to live in a bigger house. Okay, Kang Ewan, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Kang Ewan, what do you think are the advantages of living in a house instead of an apartment?
I think that I think the first advantage is is sorry, can you repeat the question?
What is the advantage, or what are the advantages, do you think, of living in a house instead of an apartment? So for questions like this, Kang Ewan, just talk about, you don't need to think too hard, okay? Just talk about, how do you feel, okay? So Kang Ewan, what would you rather live in, a house or an apartment?
Now I am living in an apartment. So
Okay. Would you like to live in a house?
No, I prefer the apartment. So,
Okay. And then, so why, Kang Ewan? Why do you prefer the apartment?
I think
Because why, Kang Ewan? What is the reason why you would rather live in an apartment than a house? Okay, not sure. Okay, so remember, for these sort of questions, you just need to answer how you feel. Okay, so you might think, well, for example, Kang Ewan, you might say, a house is too big. Okay, house is too big and I have to spend more time cleaning it. All right? Does that make sense, Kang Ewan?
yes.
That is one reason you could give. So you might say, I would rather live in an apartment because it's easier to keep clean. If I live in a house, means more work. Okay, so there's one reason. Kang Hugh.
Yeah.
Kang Hugh, is it easy to find a place to live in Hanoi?
I think like it's based on your opinion on it. But for me, it's pretty hard because most of the house I see in Hanoi are like really, really expensive.
Okay, good answer, Chang Hu. But remember, for these questions, you have to talk for at least 4 or 5 sentences. Okay, remember, these are longer answers. Okay, so Leon, you are next. Then Jia Ming, then Ming Nok. Okay, Leon, can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you think it's better to rent an apartment or buy an apartment, and why? Which one is better?
I think buy it better.
Because?
Well, I think when I buy it, I can like live and don't need to think about to make money to buy like pay the apartment for a month. And like when I buy it, I can like it's like my house, so I can live in it.
Yeah, keep going. So it's your house, okay? So you can do what you like with it,
Yes.
okay? Okay, so that is the way to say that, Leon. Yeah, okay? If I own my own house, then I can do what I like. But if I rent a house or apartment, then I can't do everything I would like. Does that make sense, Leon?
Yes.
Okay, that is the way you express that. Good, Leon. Jia Ming.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think, Jia Ming, there is a good age for young adults like yourself to stop living at home? Does that make sense, Jia Ming? Also, can you turn your camera on, please, Jia Ming? Can't see you.
Okay.
Thank you. So, do you think, Jia Ming, there is a right age for young people to stop living with their parents?
Con không hiểu câu hỏi lắm ấy.
Cô giọng gì cho bác nghe xem câu hỏi thầy là thầy hỏi gì nào?
Thầy bảo là có
Nói nhé.
nếu mà kiểu trong cái tuổi bây giờ mà rời kiểu không sống với bố mẹ nữa hay cái gì ấy. Đúng không?
Can you repeat the questions, please, teacher?
Sure.
Tập trung nó vào. Okay.
Okay.
Câu hỏi dịch lại cho bác nghe.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
he will translate for me. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you think, Xiaoming, do you think there is a right age for young people, okay, to stop living with their parents?
Được chưa?
cái right age là
Right age là cái nửa tuổi nào đúng là hợp lý, phù hợp. Cái right thì là hợp lý, là
rồi.
đúng, là phải thôi, là hợp lý thôi.
Thế con hiểu.
Ok.
Ờ,
Thế giờ nghĩ được ra để nói chưa?
I think the right to living
To
out.
stop living with parents. Nghe chú ý vào.
Con biết
Để
rồi,
không ở cùng
định
với
dùng từ
bố
khác.
mẹ nữa ấy. Con hiểu không? Ok, nào. Ok.
I think the right to stop living with parents is
Okay, good.
18. I think because in that age you can go
At that age.
at that age you can go to work in
At that age, you can go to work, yeah?
and you
Okay.
will have more experience for have more experience to
Okay. Yeah.
and you don't need parent to help you anything more.
Okay. And the other thing, Xiaoming, you can say is you can earn your own money.
Yes.
Okay. That word, earn your own money, which means you can pay for things yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. So they are the words to use. Okay. You can earn, EARN. You can earn your own money and you can pay for things yourself. So you don't need money from your parents.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the way to say it. Okay. Thank you, Xiaoming. Okay. Ming Nok.
Yes.
Thank you for being patient. Ha Ling, you are next. Okay. After Ming Nok. And then Ming Tam again. Okay, Ming Nok. I know it's hot today in Hanoi, so I'm going to start asking you now questions about the weather. So what sort of weather, Ming Nok, what sort of weather do people in Vietnam dislike the most and why?
Oh, that's a good question. I think in different region in Vietnam, they have their dislike season. So, for example, in the south of Vietnam, they didn't like the summer because the weather are too hot and too dry. But for me, or the people who live in the north of Vietnam, we didn't like the weather after the spring. I think it's really wet and
yeah,
yes,
that's good.
My room, my books, or my paper are also mold.
Okay,
I'm not
good.
sure to say that.
Yeah, they are moldy. Okay, so the books and the paper and in your room get moldy. Okay, Ming Nok? They get moldy is how you say it. They get moldy. Okay? Does that make sense, Ming Nok?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good answer. Ha Ling.
Yes.
Okay, what jobs, we're talking about weather still, Ha Ling, what jobs can you think of that could be affected by the weather? What jobs can be affected by weather?
Con hiểu câu hỏi của thầy không?
Con hiểu ạ.
Ok, thế thì cái giống như là làm ngoài đường này, công nhân quét đường này, thợ xây dựng này. Workers thôi, chủ yếu là workers hoặc là người bán hàng này. Đầu phải nảy số thật nhanh. Ok, nào. Yeah.
I think the workers will be affected by the weathers
Very good.
when the weather's cool or too cold or cold
Yeah. What sort of
rain.
jobs, Harling? What
Uh,
sort of jobs? What sort of jobs?
Con phải đưa ra lại việc gì? Giống như là bán hàng này, công nhân này.
Okay, so for example, Harling, what are jobs where people work outside? Can you think of any?
Hà Linh. Oh, maybe she has some. Hà Linh ơi. Yeah.
đây rồi con bị lag một tí bác chờ con tí.
Okay, yeah.
I think about workers who clean the
street.
Yeah.
Clean the street. Yeah. People who clean the street. Okay. What about farmers, Harling?
Oh, it's affected too.
Yeah, of course. Farmers work outside a lot, of course.
Yes.
Okay, so there's an answer for you. Okay, so if you are a farmer, you can be affected by different weather. If it's too hot, okay, it's difficult to farm. Of course, if it's too wet, it's difficult to farm.
Everything can be affected to the plant.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so that's the sort of thing to think of. Ming Tam.
Yes.
Okay, still talking about weather, Ming Tam. Are there any important festivals in Vietnam that are attached to the weather or different times of year?
Can you repeat the question again?
Of course. Are there any festivals, okay, or holidays in Vietnam,
yes,
okay, that are affected by that are attached or are part of a change in the weather or a change in the season? Is there any festival in Vietnam or celebration?
Yes.
That is something to do with the weather or change of season, Ming Tam. Can you think of any?
I think yes.
Not sure. Okay, Bao Lang.
Yes.
Can you answer the same question, please?
To be honest,
yeah.
I'm not care. I don't care much about this topic. So I don't know.
Okay, so of course in the test you can't say that. Okay, you have to think of something to say. You would have to think of something to say, Bao Lang. So you might say something like, well, I don't know anything about this topic, but, okay, one of my favorite festivals is what, Bao Lang?
I don't know any festival in my country.
Any festival?
Like vacations or something.
Yeah. Okay. You
I
can,
think
yeah, go on.
Because yeah, I have a long break. It's about 1 week, and I can eat a lot of Vietnamese cuisine. And I can visit my grandparents and hang out a lot with my friends because I have a free times, and I think that is.
Yeah, good. So you are on. So that is how to answer those sort of questions, Bao Lang. When you don't know anything about something, you need to give an alternative. Does that make sense? Just like you
Yes.
did then. That's how you answer these questions. So yeah, you are right. You might say, "Oh, I don't know anything about festivals in Vietnam. I don't pay much attention, but a time of year that I really enjoy is Tet. Okay, because at Tet, I get to go on holiday with my family, and I also get to spend time with my friends, and I get to eat all sorts of delicious food." Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so you still have to give some answer. Okay, so you need to give them an alternative. Ming Tam, does that make sense to you? Okay, Ming Tam, so can you please answer the question the same way, Ming Tam? Okay, so you can say, "I don't know anything about festivals, but my favorite time of year is what," Ming Tam?
Con hiểu thầy
I
nói. Yeah. Thầy đang giải thích cho con.
dạ vâng.
Thì trả lời thầy đi.
What is your favorite time of year, Ming Tam?
My favorite time of year is
Mùa nào đấy?
is spring.
Okay, why? And then why, Ming Tam? Why?
And my favorite time of year is spring because and it's and because
Because
because it is the most beautiful season of the year.
Good.
And
Good. Yeah, that's good, Ming Tam. Good. It's the most beautiful season of the year. And what about the weather, Ming Tam? And the weather is what?
The weather thế nào nhỉ? Ấm áp này gì đó à?
vâng.
Thì con nói đi.
And it's ấm áp
warm.
And it is warm and
It is warm and not too hot. Okay?
yes.
Yeah.
And
Remember those words, okay? The weather is warm and not too hot. Good. So that's how to answer those questions. Okay. Just quickly, I'll just go through the rest of you before we finish the lesson. Kang Uan, then Kang Hu, then Lian, Daming, and Ming Nok. Okay. Kang Uan,
Yes.
what is your favorite time of the year, Kang Uan?
My favorite time of the year is the summer because in the summer I don't have to go to school and I can have more free time to hang out and I can sleep more and
Good.
and
Okay. And spend more time with my friends. Is that right?
yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so I have more time to hang out and sleep more, don't have to go to school and spend more time with my friends. Okay, good reasons, Kang Uan. Kang Hu.
Yeah.
What is your favorite time of year, Kang Hu?
My favorite time in what?
Year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. My favorite time in year is
Bạn to cái mic lên.
wait. Let me increase my micro for a moment. Okay. Better now.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So my favorite time in year is definitely summer because the first that I don't have to waking up early and go to school from Monday to Friday every week, which make me have more time to rest and look flawless. The second thing is that I can going around and doing some of my favorite sports like badminton or cycling. And the third reason is me and my family always going to visit my grandparents in the summer. Um, um,
Okay, that's fine, thank you. That's good. You have 3 reasons. That's good. Thank you. Leon. Okay, Leon,
Yes.
what is your favorite time of year?
My favorite time of the year is summer. Because in summer I don't have to go to school. I can play with my friends, and like the weather in summer. However, it's too hot, but it will make me feel like better because I can wear my favorite clothes and
Okay.
I can go picnic with my friends. I like to do
Okay. Okay, good answer. Very good answer, Leon. Very detailed. That's great. Xiaoming.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for waiting, Xiaoming.
Yeah.
What is your favorite time of the year?
My favorite time of the year is summer because it's really tired to wake up early and come to school, so that in summer I can sleep over the lunchtime. It's really relaxed, and in summer I can hang out with my friend and play football with them. It's really it's really relaxing, and
Yeah.
in the summer I can go on a vacation with my friend, with my family. We can travel to anywhere that we like, and I don't need to think about homework or anything about school.
Okay, that's good. Good answer, Xiaoming. And finally, we're almost finished, everyone. Ming Nok. Ming Nok.
Yes.
Okay, what is your favorite time of the year, Ming Nok?
So, yes, as many people, my favorite time of the year is that is a time when our families gather, and maybe we are in the age of children, so we can get is making money, and the adults wish us to have a good health, and studying is better in the new year.
Okay, that's good, Ming Nok. Thank you. All right, everyone, that is the end of the lesson for this afternoon. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for coming, as always. So this is interesting, part 3. We will have more practice at this about you being able to think, okay, very quickly about an opinion for things, okay, and to be able to talk for maybe at least 30, 40 seconds about any subject. Okay, we will practice this more. So, Mrs. Ha, do you have anything to say before we
Of
finish?
course, yeah. Thank you very much, teacher. Các bạn nhớ nhá, là chủ nhật tuần sau chúng mình sẽ học offline, nhớ chưa nhỉ? Vẫn là 2 giờ nhưng mà lại không phải ở nhà mà lại là ở nhà bác Hà nhá, nhớ chưa? Vẫn giờ các bạn nhưng mà 2 giờ thì đến nhà bác nhá. Thế là tuần sau chúng mình sẽ đến học offline chứ không phải online, nhớ chưa nhỉ? Okay. Okay, goodbye everyone. See you next week.
Okay, everyone. So I look forward to seeing you all in Hanoi face to face next week. Ciao, tạm biệt.
Okay, goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.